The wild Renault Filante Record 2025 is here to smash world records. This is the Renault Filante Record 2025, and it is about as far from a run-of-the-mill Clio as you could possibly get. In fact, looking like a cross between the Michael Keaton-era Batmobile and a Star Wars pod racer, it's described by Renault as a laboratory on wheels for testing new technologies, materials and innovations. The Filante Record 2025 won't just be a rolling lab though. Because as the name suggests, Renault is planning to use this outrageous-looking single-seater to break world records for power consumption and range with an 87 kWh battery. Yep, it's all electric. First attempts will take place in the first half of this year. Renault said it has always seen motorsports and records as a way to validate its innovations before applying them to production models, and so this particular concept car is inspired by the 40CV Des records from 1925. The funky straight 8 Nervasport Des records from 1934, and the Etoile Filante from 1956. The former had a 9.0-litre straight 6 that made around 140 bhp, and set a string of speed and endurance records in the 1920s, while the latter was a super streamlined jet engine 270 bhp single-seater that broke 4 world records in one run at the Bonneville Salt Flats. Like that 1950s Etoile Filante. The new Filante Record 2025 has also been designed using aeronautical cues. The cockpit is supposed to look like it has been pinched directly from a fighter jet, while the exposed screws on the bodywork are apparently inspired by aircraft construction techniques. Polestar's in deep trouble. Here's how the new boss wants to turn it around. "We designed this vehicle as a sculpture in motion," says Sandeep Bumrah, Director of Advanced Design for Renault. Inspired by fighter planes and the speed records of the 19th century, it reflects both performance and timeless elegance. The design team apparently wanted the concept to be monolithic. The shape, the cockpit position, the superbly dramatic round LED headlights and the wheels separated from the body all clearly hark back to the 40CV Des records and Nervasport Des records, while the wheel fairings recall the Etoile Filante and also improve aero. Ah yes, we must talk aerodynamics. Renault hasn't actually provided an official drag coefficient just yet, but wind tunnel tests will apparently take place in spring 2025 in order to confirm the current simulation results. A few adjustments may be made at that point. But all you need to know right now is the Filante Record 2025 has been designed in collaboration with prototype race car builder Ligier Automotive to be as slippery as possible. It's all about entering the history books, remember? It's a monster of a thing too. At 5.12 meters long, it's just a tad shorter than a Mercedes-Benz S-Class, although it's only 1.71 meters wide, 1.19 meters tall and weighs under 1,000 kilograms. That curb weight sounds even more impressive when you learn that, despite carbon fiber casing and the use of a new technique that sees the cells integrated directly into the battery pack without intermediate modules, the battery weighs 600 kilograms all on its own. The Filante Record 2025 chassis is made from aluminium, carbon and steel alloys, and most of the body is carbon fiber. Renault has also 3D printed complex parts using Scalmalloy, a high-strength aluminium alloy. Oh, and it says it deployed topology optimization in order to reduce the amount of material used in areas that aren't under specific mechanical stress. Apparently, this significantly reduced the overall weight. There's no word on what motor is powering the potential record setter, but we do know that it runs on special 19 inches Michelin tires to deliver max range, and that it features both steer-by-wire and brake-by-wire tech. The driver won't actually accelerate or brake in the usual manner either, because rather than pedals, all of the controls are operated using the funky grab handles on the steering wheel. The center of the wheel is a flexible screen that has been wrapped around a cylinder and displays speed, range and other key info. Pretty cool. In fact, the whole cabin layout is also influenced by space travel. The seat is made from stretched canvas, which Renault says is similar in style to a hammock. Sounds wonderfully comfortable. Look out for those on the next generation Clio.